To our next story, this is set in Lagos. The Lagos government has expressed a total displeasure over the Gangs of Lagos film. That's the title of the film, Gangs of Lagos film. The Nigerian crime action thriller supposedly captures Isaleko reality. But the Lagos government is miffed by the content. In fact, the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mrs. Uzamat Akimbite, did I get that right? Akimbile Yusuf insists that the film series is very unprofessional and misleading, while its content is derogatory of our culture. Again, it's an unjust profiling of the people. Tunde, we've been there before. And you are wondering, aren't we reactive as opposed to being proactive?
Naturally, I know Lagos State has a film census board, which is supposed to be under the Ministry of Information and Culture and Strategy. Before a film becomes a property for the public, it will have gone through a particular process, just like building now. For you to say a building has collapsed, did they not get approval from the Ministry of Planning? Did they not get approval from the Ministry of Culture and Tourism before that? Even if it means a small preview of that thing. Yes, it is bad enough that if a film comes out, you now ask two questions. Number one, why is the film being released now? Why now? Why is the film especially the title of the film?
Wrong time.
To show the bad side of Lagos. Let me tell you something. There is nothing we can say the fact that Lagos remains the fourth largest economy in Africa. And because of that particular status, you will have a lot of things that will be inside it, both the positive
you think
and
this
the negative.
Is deliberate?
Well, it is not impossible that it is deliberate. Why is it coming out now that the new government is about to go inside, and knowing Lagos that is expanding and increasing every day? You cannot rule out certain things. But the fact remains that when you now highlight a particular culture of the people, and you now give another meaning entirely, because a lot of people have lived in Lagos for decades. I can even count how many years I have seen Eyo. Eyo is not something that comes out every day. It is meant to be used seasonal, either when an Oba is about to be coronated or when a great man has passed away, as a rite of passage for that person. So when you now use Eyo, that is not so constant, that is you don't see all about. When you now use it as a peg to expose what you consider to be the odd side of Lagos, I think it is not the best at this point in time. But the question remains, how did the film come out before going through the Lagos census board? Because there's a film census board in Lagos State.
And Majid, in the same vein, how come some notable names in Nollywood are starring in the film?
It also tells you the audacity and also the kind of checks these platforms, these streaming platforms put to the kind of stuff they air. This particular one came on Amazon Prime Video. I doubt if this kind of movie will be allowed on Netflix or Showmax. Primetime Amazon tries to compete with Netflix, and this is the rubbish they have come out with. And about the censorship or control from and I think it is the national body, the National Film Censors Board, Video Censors Board, which is national, that has the overall say, clearance. I wonder what they do. I wonder what they do there.
Majid, just before we came on, I teased there Tunde. I said, are we necessarily a crime-prone people, or are we paying for not punishing bad behavior?
You see, before I answer that, let me also say that, if you look at the names of the promoters of this movie, Jade Oshiberu suggests Ogun, or thereabouts. Kemi Akindoju suggests Ondo State.
Yes.
Now, even if you don't know about the culture of Lagos, you can go and meet the custodians of the culture, like the Akpesiola of Eyo Oba Alaketepupa, the Okalaba Ekun, Prince Uthman Chodipe Dosumo. I mean, who issued a statement? I mean, I love that statement, saying that this is akin to ethnocentrism. I mean, and they said it can even approach that the custodians of the tradition can approach the International Criminal Court so that these two people should be punished beyond just taking. Because, see, there's a difference between your festival and your masquerade. Your masquerade is what you see when they do all these your festival, these shows at the TBS on an annual basis. But your festival, like Abaton said earlier,
comes out on
really maybe when
for
the passage of a great Oba or some traditional chiefs, and which is it's not just something that happens on a daily basis. So when you try to lump this thing up and now say your masquerade is a villain that uses guns, how many times have guns been used when you see the masquerade? Which something we see on a daily basis. But the festival is quite different. So for you to attempt to model these two and recreate tradition, and like he said, the timing is very, very wrong. This is a time that some people are feeling challenged in Lagos. So the statement by the custodian of that's the Dosumu family, the Akpesiola. I mean, fantastic statement, which I think Uzama Akimbile Yusuf also supported as a government, that no, we can't allow you to rewrite history negatively for us in Lagos.
About what I posed. Are we paying for the sin of not punishing bad behavior?
Yes.
Or are we prone to behaving badly?
Yes. No, I think we are prone to, I think it's the two together now. Like I said earlier, we have a National Films and Video Censors Board
there is.
that approved this before it came out.
Things like this.
Yes, that approved this kind of stuff. Of course, we have seen some epic movies that tries to depict tradition. I mean, these are some movies we want to watch over and over again, sponsored by the streaming platforms like Netflix. And I want to believe that Amazon Primetime Video sponsored this. I watched a bit of the movie, and because you need to subscribe to Showmax on DSTV, you need to subscribe to Netflix, which Ghana's millions of billions of dollars per annum, and now Amazon Prime also wants you to subscribe. So so I think people should be punished for this kind of infractions when you have access to tradition and deliberately you want to rewrite history. Some people do this to trend and to make money at the expense of tradition. It's a no-no. And I think the Lagos State government should actually take it up by taking them to court, that the things should be brought down.
Again, I'll go there. Even war has rules. I teased you also. Majid, you were not there, but make I talk publicly. I said armed robbery has rules.
Yes, rules of engagement.
Oh, yes.
Even among them.
But in the film industry, there are rules.
Sure. Well, I think it is a function of the fact that our institutions have failed or have not been allowed to do their work appropriately. And it boils down to one fact: somebody or nobody has ever been held responsible for any infraction in the society. If people
we
have been held responsible, we hardly punish people. When we punish bad behavior,
sorry,
another person will come.
Majid, a phone call and somebody who should be in soup is let off the hook.
See,
so it's unfortunate.
You need to see the review by those who have watched this thing on social media, even before the statement from this thing.
The government.
Film critics, their views on social very negative, that this is rubbish. Overhyped.
Why coming out at this particular point in time in
They
Nigeria?
don't even know. They don't know the difference between Adamu Orisha, which is Eyo, And they don't know the difference between the festival and the masquerade. Just lumped everything together and say, Eyo is evil. I'm not a traditionalist, but then I have studied a bit of tradition. Even as a layman, I understand that, no, this is wrong. This Eyo is something I look forward to. When was the last time the Eyo became this thing, and you are now trying to model things up, and you are bringing it out at a time that Lagos is so charged? Some people are saying they are being disenfranchised.
Okay, the debate continues. Ours is to provoke debate here based on the facts available to us.